Alright, today we're going to review the Ohnana tent. It was a Kickstarter project that I backed, my first Kickstarter project I've ever backed. And I sort of wanted to see how it is in person, so I ordered one, and I'm actually really pleased. So I'm going to do a real quick review on this tent for you today. Just set it up in my living room. I haven't gotten to use it actually outside yet, but we'll just go through a quick few things. It does have functional air vents on the outside. As you can see, goes right into the top of the tent. Nice branded logo on the outside. The rain fly does cover the entire tent, which is really nice. It is waterproof, and then it's sort of a silver metallic color to reflect the rays of the sun, which is really nice. The front is made to be a little loose and baggy. I'll sort of zoom out so you can see. That's not how it would normally look because you would obviously be staking it down. It sort of makes like a little front porch. And the zippers are really easy to use. Nice to grab. But yeah, they make it so it's like a little porch where you can put, shoes or some gear out here. So it's a little overhang flap. And then it sort of has a nice tri-zipper system right here. Try to balance my phone. So as you can see, the zippers sort of meet in the middle there, which is nice. Makes it very convenient. Now, one of my biggest worries about ordering this tent was I was wondering how big it would be. I'm a pretty tall guy. I'm about 6'4". So I was wondering if I would fit in this tent, and the answer is yes. If you are, I would say even if you're up to like 6'5" or 6, you can probably comfortably fit in this tent. It is a 2-person tent, so 2 people can comfortably fit in here. 3 would be pushing it unless you guys are small. But I'd say it's good for like a single person or a couple. So the inside of the tent, this is in the middle of the day at like 12:30, so it's kind of bright outside, but as you can see, the tent is reasonably dark for being in the middle of the day when it's really sunny out. It has a nice little vented skylight, as you can see, with a hook on it for the fan, which I also ordered. I'll show you that in a minute. And then on the side, might be hard to see without lighting, but I'll do my best. This is sort of like a little vent, like a window almost, and you can see how it's like Velcro to vent out, and you can actually sort of see outside here if the rain flap wasn't rolled all the way down, so it could be a little window if you wanted to. And then the other side has an exact same one like that right there, kind of in the upper corner portion where your head would be, so it has more airflow for your face when you're sleeping. And then in the center here is 2 little pouches. You could put like your cell phone in there, or like any type of media, something that you don't want to get wet that's going to be held off the ground. So the tent is like, I'm sort of kneeling right now, and my head just barely touches the top, so you can get mostly up into the tent without it being too constricting. Come outside again. It does come with a little, well, I ordered the one that has a fan. I think they did a really good job branding the box, especially on a new startup company. The box is excellent. So the fan that it comes with looks like this. It's an LED fan. It has 3 settings. It does take 3 AA batteries. Otherwise, you can portably power it with the USB cord that it comes with. So I'll just turn this on so you can see how the fan is. The fan I thought was a really good additional purchase. So it has fan setting. The fan speed's 6,500 RPM, so pretty decent for a battery fan. And you can do just the light. So if you don't want to waste extra fan battery, say it's kind of cold out, you can just turn on the light, and I'd say it's pretty bright. Or you can do Well, there is a fan and light function, but apparently I'm not doing it correctly. So, then on the back, battery slots, the charging port right there, the power buttons on the top, and then it has a nice little hook that flips out right here, so you can hang it into the tent, sort of right in the middle. So that's nice. I'll turn that off now. Yeah, and it'll stand up with a little stand if you want to, stand it up instead. And then the tent itself does come in a nice large bag. My favorite thing about this, I don't know how many festivals you guys have been to or how many tents and camping adventures you've gone on, but for me, the most annoying thing about camping is packing up your tent. And thankfully this solves the problem, because they make the bag on purpose to be larger than the tent needs to be packed up for. So when I got it, the bag was like only filled out to here. I mean, there was a lot of extra space, and they say that they do this on purpose. So, and then it also comes with, sorry for the bad lighting, I'm just doing this at one take on my phone. It also comes with some nice little 2 bag pouches, and in here, try to hold this up while I open it up. And in here, they give you earplugs, which I find very helpful. I was at Electric Forest this year, and the music's playing 24/7, really loud, so hard to get a good night's sleep sometimes. It actually has 2 pairs of earplugs in this one pouch, and it gives you 2 pouches, so you technically get 4 sets of earplugs. And these sort of goofy looking 3D eye masks, they are really goofy looking, but they feel incredibly comfortable, and they're nice and black, so if you're trying to get some good night's sleep and it's challenging or it's bright out, you don't want to sleep in the middle of the day, those things are probably going to save you. So yeah, you do get 2 sets with every tent, so that's included with just the basic tent purchase. You don't have to purchase anything extra, it just comes with it as a courtesy, I think. So 4 sets of earplugs, 2 masks, and 2 little pouches come inside this bag. So once again, there's the tent. It's sort of wrinkled because I haven't ever set it up except for now. But overall, I'm really pleased with the purchase. The bottom of the tent sort of has a tarp material, so it appears at least to be waterproof, the same material that your tarp would be made out of. Actually seems a little better quality than some of the other tents I've had. It's a little thin, but it definitely feels like good quality. So I was a little leery when I purchased this, but I definitely am satisfied with my purchase after I set it up, just for the first initial take in the living room. The other really good thing I'm going to say before I go is the setup of this tent is insanely easy. I've had a few other tents that I currently have, and this tent is definitely the easiest one I've ever had to set up. There's literally only 2 poles, 2 total poles for the tent, and then the tent itself is, pretty square. So it's, you just pop it up onto the ground, put the 2 poles in crossway, and then you throw the rain fly over the top. So that's another big win for me, because the last thing I want to do once I've been driving, across the country to go to a festival, is spend like a half hour setting up my tent, and I'm just tired and pissy. So highly recommend this tent, the Ohnana Festival Tent. I think it looks pretty slick. I think it's functional. It's got a few air vents on it. Comes with some good add-ons. So yeah, definitely big props to the guys at Ohnana Tents for this. And look forward to using it when I go to Lost Lands coming up at the end of September. So if anyone's going to Lost Lands, hit me up.